Alright, good morning and welcome back. So, I'm going to start a new project, and it's going to be R2D2. So the first thing we need is a bunch of rods, because I got to make them 20 inches long to make the whole body. The thing about making circles out of these rods, I always want to point out at the joint. See it creeping out that way. Alright, circle number 2 done. I think that'll make the circle a smidge shorter. These are all pretty close to the same size. They'll get a little bit better fit once I shape them and lock them into place. Now I'm finally ready to start making some progress. This is more like a rounded corner, and that's a perfect circle. Oh well, this is duct tape after all. I'm double wrapping each of my joints so they stay nice and strong. May have made these rods one strip too thick. They're just not cooperating. Well, at least they're all consistently inconsistent. Definitely not high precision work, but it's a start. Now we need this 8 inches tall. Here's the body, and we're gonna not put it right in the middle because we're gonna have the legs. Now I need to cross support it. You're gonna need that center piece here just to make stabilizing it more convenient. Then I could cut it out later. Okay, the bottom is secured. I still need to do cross supports between these two perpendicular pieces. All right, and here's our progress so far. Got all of our X's in. Now we got a lot of wobble still. Still on a slight, still gonna have a twist to this. A few more of these supports, but I think that'll be pretty sturdy for my purposes. Got a couple, 10 strip rods here. I was thinking of making these into the legs. I will transfer the weight down pretty good. Alright, R2D2 with long legs. I should have around 4 inches of ground clearance, and I've got 5 3/4. Okay, so I'm just kind of figuring out a structure to have the main leg rod go through. Just want thicker, longer pieces to bind these all together. Alright, got my beams in and stabilized. Okay, I'm coming back to the legs because I need to figure out the head height. Okay, now the head presents its own challenges. I gotta figure out the right curve to put on this. But for that, I'll need skinnier rods and 3-steps. Main post strengthened. That should provide a strong head. And I made a new duct tape strip holder. Okay, now that I cut all my pieces too short, I need to make some more. Okay, so now I've got to actually cut out this center piece because I need to build a swivel point. This is too secure. I could build on top of this, but I can't do anything else with it. That is by a circle no means, and neither a dome. So that way I can cut a nice big hole here to add a little pivot spot. I have not yet decided what I want to do with the legs. These are presenting quite the challenge. So now I'm just making a ring. Mark out circle spot. And these strips going in from the sides will help prevent the legs from popping out like they did in the AT-AT walker. They're going to put in a few supports here, go through the center of the body, and this thing is not moving around anymore. And then I'll cross support it like normal. Stabilizes like crazy. I'll take it. Yeah, that's the only weak point, is the legs spiraling out like that. I would have done third wheel, but then I would have had to pretty much do a lot more calculations with it tilting and then bracing it all. Having it upright is just simpler for me right now. Now I'll need a bunch of these at 60 millimeters. So now I'm gonna place them around the outside here. That'll give the body extra strength and my sheet something to curve on. I have a little sagging on the bar here, but that is expected. It's 33 millimeters, so now I'm going to figure out how to make this thing thicker. Okay, this frame will make up the skinniest part of the leg, and then I'll build it out off of this part. And these pieces will just establish the width for me. Okay, let's build the other side up to the same point before I get too far. Just need to further attach it to the leg here. It's like not at all attached to the leg though. Okay, I need one more to do, but I'm all out of strips. Okay, it took me nearly half an hour to make these strips. Alright, I think I'm on to something. Alright, let's just go with this. So these are just 1/2 inch strips as spacers. Alright, I like the look with 3 there. If I'd known ahead of time, I probably would have designed it slightly differently. Okay, the first piece is in. It looks mildly sloppy, but I think it'll work. Arc of the legs finished. Notice one last detail. It seems like there's a slope off the bottom, and if I just put pieces straight on here, I won't be able to recreate that, so I'm just gonna offset it. Alright, now this is gonna be the top of the triangle piece of the legs. Alright, I got the basic shape done. I'm all out of strips, so I'm gonna have to work on that to make any more progress. Although I'm not exactly thrilled with how the head is looking. See, I can't fit another one in here. Now I'm just adding some spacers to further support the sheet when I bend it over. Got 2 major structures left. I'm gonna do the bottom dome piece and then the little jet packs. It's hard to believe this is entirely made out of duct tape. Not quite a perfect circle, but it might be the closest I get to it. Okay, that part is done. Seven and a half is a bit long. Let's just try taking a 1/2 inch off. Alright, looks like I need 26mm spacers. Alright, here's the unit with this spot left open. There'll be nothing there. I like that. Come back and get these top of the legs done. Alright. Forgot the head comes off. Might have to make this narrow. Alright, and then I need to come back and strengthen all my joints that are starting to pop out. And then I'll be ready to skin this thing. This will be silver, the rest is white. I think I want to do the main cylinder last. Let's hit up the other side real quick. So I need to trim this down a little bit. I'm just realizing I should have done this piece probably last. think I want to do this face first. Alright, there are my legs all skinned up. Now I need to make this more narrow. Got that reshaped. Now it fits in there perfectly. Not thrilled with my dome, but if you like what I'm doing so far, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. All right, well, I'm back. And as you can see, I've had to move my location around. Got somebody staying with us for the next 3 months, so I'm now up here in our bedroom. And then this to go around the edges. Alright, let's try to sneak a piece through and tape it from the inside. I have to come back and smooth this section out, but for now it'll have to do. Yeah, I gotta work on the silver. Not super thrilled with the head. I knew domes were one of my weaknesses when I started this one, and that's part of the reason why I started this. Okay, I'm obviously not satisfied with the head right now, so I'm going to do something I rarely do and maybe try remaking his head. Got my shape down. Alright, 1 hour in and I've managed to make a ring. I just made myself a ring here with long cutouts so that way I could just have quite a bit of overlap. Alright, seems like overkill, but I've got all the directions this tower can go. And now, I just gotta figure out how to get the sides on there the right way. So I left myself a little bit of room to cut it down and shorten it if I need to. This is the part I messed up on the last head by not being super careful. Okay, first 4 are done, which kind of sets the baseline curvature. I think we're looking good. Looks crooked as all get out from the front, but the end product will work out. Okay, almost halfway, but that is looking much better. The sheet should rest on there pretty nicely. Alright, got the dome finished. A little bit of extra curviness for character. Now I'm ready to start my details. And this R2D2 is actually pretty accurate as far as a lot of things go. Interestingly enough, I seem to have the same pattern of these 3 things on the backside. Okay, this sheet is to make a little structure on the side of there. Okay, I kind of like that, so I'm going to build another one real quick before I forget how to do it. There's 3 of these little things that stick up, so I'm going to try making those now. Alright, I got these 3 pieces, so let's install them. So the last one will go up here, but I might need to resize it. There's a blue stripe that goes all the way around his head. I'm just taking my sheet of blue duct tape. And instead of trying to build the eye with rods, I think I'm just going to build it with flat pieces. This piece is now twice as large as it needs to be. Alright, well, it looks like all I have left to do is the eye. Cut a bunch of these at 1/4 inch. Let's see what we can build with it. Alright, here it is. Alright, thanks for tuning in to this 100% duct tape R2D2 build. Leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions for a future build.